89% of U.S. employees are burned out. That's according to a survey by Visier, an analytics company.
What's causing that burnout? 13 on your side. Health reporter Val Lego takes a closer look.
Well, as you might imagine, the pandemic, work-life challenges, returning to work, and busier workdays due to the Great Resignation top the list. And that burnout is leading to a strain on employee mental health. With workers leaving their jobs at a record rate, businesses are having to get creative to keep them.
Need a mental health day? You're not alone. We've had a lot to deal with these last 18 months. I don't need to go down the list because it may just add to your anxiety.
Anxiety can hit us out of the blue.
Bob Vanderpool with Pine Rest Christian Mental Health says he's seen an increase in people seeking mental health help during the pandemic. And that's something employers need to take into consideration as employees return to work.
And so from a moral and ethical viewpoint, yes, I think employers have a responsibility to create and sustain a healthy, mentally healthy workplace. I do.
And that may mean rethinking the workplace beyond hybrid work.
And you have to make mental health a priority.
Kim Bodhi is the owner of 834 Integrative Communications and one of my dear friends. She's had an out-of-the-box view of office life since she started her company 15 years ago.
When you first started out, you were doing work from home before anybody was doing work from home.
It's interesting to see that more and more companies are embracing it because they realize that that is what their employees need, especially as it relates to their mental health.
In addition to work from home options, Kim also has an open door policy for her four-legged coworkers.
Oh, she is working it.
And when Kim saw her team getting stressed out, this is what she did. Shut down the office for a long weekend.
We put it out on social media, and there was a reason we did it. It wasn't to draw attention to us. It was to say, it's okay to do these things.
In Kim's book, a flexible work life isn't the only need her employees have. It's also a desire to be trusted.
And if you don't trust your employees, and your employees are just going to they're going to leave, which is how we've gotten to the Great Resignation.
834 isn't the only company changing the office rules.
It was, okay, do we really need to be here 5 days a week?
Janelle Anderson with Grand Wealth Management says the pandemic prompted changes to how they viewed the standard 9 to 5.
That flexibility was really key to maintaining a sense of balance between personal priorities and professional priorities. So we didn't want to take that away from employees once we recognized how valuable it was.
Employees now only come to the office 3 days a week, and they've added summer hours that include half days on Fridays.
It just comes back to that flexibility and knowing that, gosh, I've gotten all my work done. It's Friday, it's 1 o'clock. I'm going to go enjoy taking my kids to the pool. To me, that's, a treat, and that's kind of a gift for the hard work that someone puts in all the other days of the week.
And while it was in place pre-pandemic, Grand Wealth is continuing their 4-week paid sabbatical for employees who've been with the company for 5 years as a way to reward loyal employees.
To let them refresh, to let them explore interests, whether that's a big trip that's on their bucket list or it's a time to get back to the community and organizations that they're really passionate about.
Making the move to do something that communicates to your employee, we care about you as an employee and as a person, that engenders loyalty.
And it just might be the way to stop the Great Resignation.
Grand Wealth is reinventing the way they look at benefits too, because they realize that not all employees have the same needs. Some want better medical benefits, some may value being paid more or having more paid time off. So they're looking at the needs of individual employees instead of just one size fits all benefit package. It's what the individual employee needs.
And really interesting to look at the employer-employee relationship moving forward. Everything that you've told us about makes such sense.
Yeah, I mean, the pandemic has really sparked this change. Nike shut down for a 1-week mental health, shutdown. That would have never happened 2 years ago pre-pandemic. I just read on LinkedIn that there was an article that proposed that America shut down for a month every summer. I don't know if that's going to happen. It sounds great, but yeah, very out of the box thinking.
No, regardless, the workplace is going to continue to change, and it's going to be interesting to see how it does so.
All right.
Thank you, Val.